We are so close to 5,000 subscribers. We need to get there. Help us get 30 new subscribers today. We're trying to get to 5K. That is a milestone. The more subs we get, the more content you get. It's a win-win. Hit that big red subscribe button and do it right now. Welcome into Vikings Now. I am Will Scott. Jeremy Chugg's doing the skull. We're breaking down Vikings news. We're breaking down Vikings rumors on today's show. You know, they brought me in as the J.C. Treader beat reporter the other day, and I guess that video did decently well because I'm back doing another Vikings video for you. And on today's show, we're not talking about JC, hashtag JC to Minnesota. We're talking about Andrew Booth Jr., who is maybe not starting. USA Today wrote about the draft pick from the Vikings and the roadblocks to being a starter, talking about the competition with Cameron Dantzler. Of course, Patrick Peterson, CB1. You bring back Peterson on that deal a couple months back, and so he's going to be the top CB on this team. That could mean, with Dantzler and that competition going on with Booth, that maybe Andrew Booth Jr. will not start. However, I think I disagree with USA Today because I don't think this depth chart is going to hold up. You look at the current CB depth chart right now, Booth slated as CB4 behind Sullivan, Dantzler, and Peterson. So I like Booth. I like his potential. I like his upside. He was a pretty high draft pick for a reason. I really like the value taking him when the Vikings did. I think Patrick Peterson might be dethroned. I love Peterson, man. The guy's a legend. He's a future Hall of Famer, but he's getting a little bit older. He's aging. Booth is more fresh. I think he might be the better option in terms of having him get more reps. I want to see Booth get more reps. I don't want anything to hold that back, Patrick Peterson and Cameron Dantzler included. Now, if only one of these guys could start, who would it be? Andrew Booth or Cam Dantzler? If you had to pick, if you were Kevin O'Connell and you had to make this call, who would you do? Who would you pick, A, B, or C, D? Go down in the comments section and let me know. It's the pinned comment on today's video. When an ad break comes, go down, let me know what you think. Are you going with Booth or are you going with Dantzler? Here's what Dantzler did last season. 1 interception, a forced fumble, 8 pass breakups, 53 tackles for Cameron Dantzler. So right now, when you're looking at this depth chart, the starting job might come down between Dantzler, and it might come down between him and Booth. Obviously, Patrick Peterson is in the mix there too, but I think it's maybe more likely that Dantzler loses his job. I know I said a second ago that Patrick Peterson might be dethroned, which is possible as well. 326 yards last year in terms of coverage, just yards allowed for Booth at Clemson. He was one of the best defensive backs in the ACC. I got a chance to watch this guy play in person a couple times. I mean, you're talking about a lockdown corner that is very, very tough to get past. Just 2 touchdowns allowed last season. He's a lot of fun to watch, and I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team because it's only a matter of time before we see Booth emerge as the CB1 on this team. He is the future. He is going to be one of the best corners in the division, maybe even the league. I think he has that kind of potential. Here's what the Athletic said, though. It looks like the cornerback group might have the most ups and downs when talking about the Vikings' biggest concern. Declining veteran Patrick Peterson and disappointing 2020 third-round pick Cameron Dantzler are expected to compete with rookie Andrew Booth, who might take a little bit of time to get online before becoming a high-level player. Until that happens, the secondary could be leaky. Booth needs to get set soon, right? When you're looking at Booth, when you look at the upside, when you look at the potential, I think he will. And I think he will have an impact on this team in a very, very positive way. I just don't want to see them, throw Dantzler out there and have him get more reps than Booth because Booth, in my opinion, is already the better player. What is your confidence level in the Vikings cornerback room? Scale it 1 to 10. Go down in the comments section. Let me know what you think. I'm going to tell you what I think about these T-shirts, and it's an amazing deal we're giving you here at Chat Sports. This t-shirt combo is on sale right now. You know when you're in a store and you're like, man, what shirt should I buy? Should I buy this really cool gray Viking shirt or should I buy this really cool purple Viking shirt? I can't decide. We're giving you both for basically the price of one. Chatsports.com/Vikings combo. Go down, buy it. That link in the comments and the description. This sale is only available for a limited time. Clock is ticking, Vikings fans. Tick-tock on the clock. Call me Kesha because we don't drop here on Chat Sports. Chatsports.com/Vikings combo. It's unfortunate. I was going to go to a Kesha concert, and then COVID-19 became a thing, and the concert was canceled. I was very disappointed. You won't be disappointed if you go get that T-shirt combo. Let's talk about this article. Justin Jefferson spoke about the upcoming season. Says he can do more than Cooper Kupp. Of course, Kupp had a career year in 2020 and then got paid this offseason. Justin Jefferson in line for a very similar, maybe even a more extensive contract than Kupp just got. I mean, JJ, yeah, I think he can be better than Kupp this year. I'm not taking anything away from Cooper Kupp. He's one of the best wide receivers, maybe the best receiver in football right now, but keep in mind, this was only the second year that Jefferson's been in the league, and he was that good. Here's what Justin Jefferson said. Pretty much where Cooper Kupp was at, that's pretty much where I'm at. But my ability to move in different positions is going to be more. I'm able to go outside. You don't really see Cooper Kupp lining outside as many times as I would. He's right. Or me lining in the backfield, or me just lining up in different positions to get the ball. He might be right. He can play more positions. He can be more versatile than Kupp. And that, again, that's not taking anything away from Kupp, but Jefferson is the more dynamic, probably the more explosive receiver, especially his ability to get down the field. When you're looking at the stats, yeah, Kupp had more touchdowns. He had more receiving yards. But again, this was just Jefferson's second year in the league. He's going to continue to get better. And who knows, maybe he will win Offensive Player of the Year this year. I think that's very, very possible. We've talked about JJ as a dark horse MVP candidate. The biggest problem is the targets. He has to have more targets. Kirk Cousins, I know you subscribe to Vikings Now. Throw Jefferson the ball more. I want to see the gritty in the end zone, man. I want to be seeing that a lot, at least 2 times a Sunday. Let's make that happen. When you look at the Vikings' 2021 targets, yeah, Jefferson had the most on the team. Then it was Thielen. Then it was Conklin. And then it was Osborn. But look at how many targets Kupp got. 191. A lot more than Jefferson. Van Jefferson had 89. Tyler Higbee, 85. And then Robert Woods had 69. Nice. Right before he went down with that injury. Pick a wide receiver. Who do you got? Is it Justin Jefferson, type J, or is it Cooper Kupp, type K? Down in the comments section. Go down. Let me know what you think. Who is the better wide receiver? Last year, Kupp. This year, Justin Jefferson. Help us reach 5,000 subscribers. We're so close. We need 226 more. The goal on this video is to get 30. Help us accomplish that. Jeremy Chucks, producer, why should they subscribe to Vikings Now?
You are getting daily Vikings content from some of the best guys on the internet. Look at this. You don't get this. When's the last time you saw Rappaport? When's the last time you saw anybody from ESPN do the gritty? I'll answer that question right now. Never.
Zero.
And Will does it at least once a week. So come, get your Vikings
more
content.
Than once a week.
We give you a fun platform, a great time. Come be a more educated Vikings fan with us.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Last but not least, Skull.
Skull. Skull, 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 skull. Woo! NFC North champs loading. Let's talk about my guy, DH, Hunter. Fansided, 6 overrated. They wrote this article about 6 overrated Minnesota Vikings players, and they named Danielle Hunter as one of those 6 players. Okay, I don't know if I agree with that because he's an elite talent on defense. He's, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago, but he wasn't named to the top 100 NFL players list. I'm like, are you serious? I mean, yeah, the injuries are a concern, but just stop. Fansided, he's not overrated. If anything, he's underrated. because he was not on the NFL top 100 list from CBS Sports, which was ridiculous. Yeah, he didn't play in 2020 because of the neck. Yeah, he didn't play as much last season either, but my goodness, he had, look at how many sacks in 2 years prior. So he is underrated in my opinion. I think people have kind of forgotten about this guy, and that Hunter-Smith combination is deadly, and it will be deadly this season. Hunter just has to stay healthy. He's expected to be fully healthy for the season. So, yeah, he's not overrated. If anything, he's underrated, underappreciated by fans outside of Minnesota. Are you excited for that duo this year? If so, go down and spam skull, 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 skull down in the chat. Show your love for those two and show your love for the Minnesota Vikings. While you're down there, subscribe.